So I'm back with another series on what we can learn from, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite bodybuilders. And if anything, I would say if I class anyone as I've looked up to someone as a role model, minus the obvious Bruce Lee, the top G, I would say is Kevin Levrone. So as far as bodybuilding goes, I looked at the magazines, I saw Kevin Levrone, I was like, wow, that is an amazing physique. I want to look like that. So I did actually get to meet Kevin Levrone twice. Very sick, humble guy. And I was happy to meet him because, you know, when you meet people who you've looked up to, especially from a young age, and you think, is this guy going to be a knobhead? Is he going to be nice? Is he going to be the guy who I thought he was? And with Kevin Levrone, is that how you say his name? Kevin Levrone, top guy, 10 out of 10, class act. Nothing bad to say about him. And every single thing that I've watched or followed in his career up till now, I think he's like almost 60 now, is just done things with you know, the dignity on the guy, the respect, the honor this guy walks around with and carries is second to none. And I respect him for that, and I rate him for that, you know. He's not a sellout, never been a sellout. And I just really, really rate the guy. So let's break it down. Kevin Levrone. I'm not going to get into the dates, guys, because I can't give a shit, okay? We're not trying to talk about that. Started his career out as a powerlifter. Very good genetics, powerlifting training, did the basics, did the squat, bench, and deadlifts, did what it was needed to get the muscle. Again, when it comes to gear, very minimal dosage. The guy was a freak of nature. He had great genetics, and he lifted a lot of heavy weights. Now, if you watch his videos, his old school videos, to my knowledge, there's two videos that he brought out. One was the M3, Maryland Muscle Machine. I'll tell you a story how I bought M3 actually. In the Flex magazine, I noticed it in the back page one day, M3 Maryland Muscle Machine on pre-order. You get the VHS, you had to cut it out, fill it in, postal order, send it out, and then after a month, yes, 28 days later, do you get the parcel. After a whole month. None of that Amazon shit, 24 hours. In fact, Amazon, bro, where have I got something? I've got something down here. I ordered something last night on Amazon at 2 a.m. in the morning. So not even last night, today. 2 a.m. in the morning today, right? It was at my door at 10 a.m. That's insane, bro. That is insane. I couldn't even get up, get out, go to the shop to buy something and get back in time for 10 a.m. These guys were at my doorstep, fully packaged, fully parceled within 8 hours, and I ordered it at 2 a.m. in the morning. Absolutely insane. Anyway, this took 28 days to receive, and like everything back in those days, it was slow as hell. Anyway, I put the video in, I watched it, and I was in awe looking at this guy's video, because all I'd ever seen previous to that, there was no YouTube. All we'd ever seen was magazines. So there was no moving pictures in magazines. It was literally just, this guy looks sick in this angle, let me try that pose, let me do this, let me do that. And then when I saw that VHS, I was like, this is crazy. I'm going to follow his training routine. And believe it or not, to this day, I follow a very similar training routine. It was very hardcore, heavy, basic kind of workout. That's all he ever did. Now, the most interesting thing when it came to Kevin Levrone for me, well, a couple of interesting things, but one of the most interesting things was this. I'll tell you the story actually first. I'll tell you the story what he did and how he discovered it. He was bodybuilding full-time like everybody does. He got injured. And his contract was supposed to run out in, let's say, 6 months, something along the lines of that. He got injured and there was 3 weeks out, 3 months away from a bodybuilding show. Now, Kevin Levrone lost all his muscle. Literally, he went off the cycle, he went off the food, he just ate one meal a day, didn't care what it was. He went from 260 pounds to 119. You can see those pictures, they're available online, you'll be able to find them. The guy looked smaller than me than what I am right now and looked terrible, just very skinny, soft guy. The contract came and said, by the way, we're not going to renew your contract, Kevin Levrone, if you do not compete. He was like, holy shit, I've only got 12 to 10 weeks to compete. So he went down to see someone, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dave Palumbo. I can't remember. I did meet Dave Palumbo as well. And again, top guy as well. I went to his office in New York. He took me in, man, such class. I was a nobody. I just went in there and I just rang him one day and I said, look, can I come and see you? He was like, yeah, I'm in New York. Come to Rochester. I caught the train, went down there. Met the guy. Amazing guy. Anyway, long story short, he told me a story about Kevin Levrone as well, which is very similar to this. Kevin Levrone, 8 weeks out, 10 weeks out, started juicing back up. and got the muscle back, if not looked better than what he did before the injury, and won the Arnold Classic. And then he thought, holy shit, do you know what? I don't need to do bodybuilding all year round. So what he used to do is after his contest, after the Olympian, after the Arnold Classic, he used to take 3 to 4 months off, focus on his music career because he was a musician as well. Quite a good voice, to be honest with you. And I did buy the album. I don't listen to music now, but I was a kid then. I did buy the album. I'm not going to lie. I bought Kevin Levrone's album, bro. I supported the guy. I actually went out and bought his album. Check that out. Anyway, not my kind of music, but I support the guy. Anyone I like, I'm going to support. And you guys should do the same. You should support me. Links in the description. Buy any of the programs out there. Or at least you should be joining my member site, which is coming very soon. I'm going to hopefully give you more information and details about that very, very soon. I've got so much planned with that. I can't wait to release all that. It's going to be amazing. And guess how much it's going to be priced? $9.99 a month. But I'm not going to say no more. I'm not going to say no more because you guys are going to hear about that very, very soon. Anyway, Kevin Levrone. So 3 months out from the show, loads back up on the food, on the gear, and started competing. And that's how he did all his career. Healthy as fuck. I mean, if you look at the guy today, he stayed healthy out of all those other bodybuilders, Jay Cutler included. Who looks the healthiest? Kevin Levrone, because he's almost 60. This guy's 50-something now. Can't even remember. In fact, let me just Google how old Kevin Levrone is, because it's amazing. This guy still looks pretty good for how old he is. Where's his age? Kevin Levrone. He's 58, bro. He's 58. That is unbelievable. The guy was born in 1964. He's going to be 59 in July. That's insane. So yeah, I'm right. He's almost 60 and the guy looks phenomenal. Anyway, point I'm trying to say is he discovered that he didn't need to be on the steroids all year round. He didn't need to be 300 pound all year round. He didn't need to lift heavy weights all year round. He could just take the time off and build up into the show and compete at a very high standard. Almost beat Ronnie Coleman a few times. Well, he beat Ronnie Coleman many times, but once Ronnie Coleman was the Olympian champion, Kevin Levrone came very, very close. Came second place. I felt he should have won it, but it is what it is. It's politics in sport, or not, who cares? But the point is, if you ask anyone who's a bodybuilding fan, they will always say, who is the uncrowned Mr. Olympia? And the 2 names that come to mind are Kevin Levrone and Flex Wheeler. So, anyway. Now, the other interesting thing about Kevin Levrone was his diet. I got my first bodybuilding diet from watching Kevin Levrone. Now, Kevin Levrone used to eat salmon and asparagus for 6 weeks up to the show. He wasn't in shape at this one particular show. He wanted to get in shape and he used to eat salmon and asparagus. That was it. And I did exactly the same and got in shape within 3 weeks. 3 weeks I was in shape, bro, because I was very close to striking range. But as soon as I changed my diet around to salmon and asparagus, that was it. And why? Because it has protein and fats. You have to have the skin. Don't have the salmon without the skin. You need to have the skin. Protein and fats. And obviously now, if you look at my diet now, I have protein and fats. I don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. I don't believe we need carbohydrates. As long as the fats are high and the protein's kind of moderate, that's good. Remember, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not Kevin Levrone. I'm not 250 pounds on stage. He needed that high protein. So I kind of built my diet around this guy. So it's very interesting. And if you watch his videos, obviously when he was competing at one of the Olympias where he was eating beef, he was eating rice, he was eating tons of fish and green beans. And that is all his diet was. Very simple, very plain. And one of the things that I like and I like to do with my clients, especially those guys who compete, is have that warrior mode turned on. Don't be a little bitch thinking, oh, I'm going to have cream of rice. I'm going to have 0%. Why have I dropped that? 0% syrup that tastes like chocolate. I'm going to have this protein shake that tastes like cinnamon. Why, bro? If you want to get good at something, push yourself to the limits. Make yourself work. Push hard. Have chicken, rice, and broccoli if that's what you want. Have your brown rice and salmon. Push yourself to the limits on those natural foods. We don't need to eat Cocoa Pops and cereals post-workout. We don't need protein shakes 3-4 times a day. Push yourself, eat the healthy food, eat the good food. If you want to be a bodybuilder, this isn't for everybody, remember. If you're a normal guy like me who doesn't give a flying fuck about bodybuilding, bro, I could be the furthest away from bodybuilding. I might even compete again, but I still don't care about it. I don't follow it or anything like that anymore. I used to like it. But I know the mentality and I know the effort it takes to be the best. And if you want to be the best in bodybuilding, then you should follow what Kevin Levrone and Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler used to do. They used to diet hardcore. That's what it was about. None of this, I'm going to have fries and I'm going to have potato wedges and I'm going to have all this other garbage. Dieted really, really hard. So, sorry, back to Kevin Levrone. That's what we're going to talk about. Kevin Levrone, again, like me, was an athlete. Now, for those people who haven't grown up with me, won't believe the next fact I'm about to say, but I can run 100 meters. Well, used to run. I'm one of those guys now. He said, I used to, yeah. Sub 11 seconds, which was pretty good for me. I'm not an Olympic athlete or anything, but for a young guy, that's exactly what I managed to do. I'd love to see what I could run it in today, actually. I reckon I would still be pretty fast. I feel pretty light. I feel quite young. I'm almost 40. I'm in good nick, bro. I'm in very good nick, let's be honest. I'm not even going to bullshit. I'm not even going to sit here and be modest about that. I'm in very good nick for almost 40, and I'm hoping to carry this on like Michael Hearn, like Kevin Levrone, all the way up until I'm 60, 70, 80 years old, if I ever live that long. And these are some of the principles that I've learned from Kevin Levrone, that you don't have to go balls to the wall all the time. If you have a show, if you have a competition, if you have a holiday, if you have a meet, if you have some event on, you can push and take your foot off the gas. I think it's a very, very smart way to do it. It gives your liver, your kidneys, your stomach, your digestive tract, your blood pressure, every single thing a chance to breathe, relax, sit back. Let's detox the system. And when I mean detox, remember what detox is, guys. This is a little bonus clip over here as well, I'm going to tell you. People take things for detox. There is no such thing you should take for detox. You have organs in your body, your livers, your kidneys, there for detox. Let them do their job. All you need to do is provide them with hydration. Keep drinking water, do the work, keep healthy, go for walks, make sure all the blood's working around the system, and your body will detoxify itself. When I'm walking around the street and I see detox drink, detox this, detox that, it's bullshit. Your body already has the detoxification filters built inside. It comes ready-made, bro. Let your body do the work. And if you need any more evidence or any more proof that that works, look at Kevin Levrone. Almost 60-year-old. 60 years old, the guy's almost going to be 59 this year. In next month, it said. July, yeah. 59 he's going to be this year. And he's in phenomenal shape. He's in phenomenal health. Yeah, genetics might play a big role. He had great genetics, great muscle bellies. But you have to take something away from the guy. You have to say, do you know, what can we learn from one of the all-time greats? And they are the two principles there. Lift heavy, keep yourself active, keep yourself athletic. And when it comes to dieting for a show, go balls to the wall, go crazy. Don't eat high refined sugars. I've mentioned this in the past as well. All these new age bodybuilders are eating Cocoa Pops, eating cereals, eating Rice Krispies, having all this high fructose fruit in their smoothies in the morning. Keep it simple, guys. You do not want to be elevating your blood sugars multiple times a day, and then when you finish training, take something like maltodextrin, dextrose, and Vitago. These are higher molecule sugar, higher molecule GI on the GI tract thing, whatever the fucking scale, than sugar. So why would you, if you think sugar is bad, everyone goes off like sugar is bad. The reason why sugar is bad is because it spikes insulin, right? So why are you wanting to take something that's chemicalized in a lab that spikes insulin more than actual insulin itself? Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, they were the things that I learned from Kevin Levrone. Hopefully you guys can take some sort of value from that. Comment down below what you learned from this video and please subscribe.